Hey guys, Alex here. Today I'm going to show you how you can graduate your college degree fast in about a year, maybe a little less, maybe a little over a year with study.com. This will depend on what school you choose. I would prefer you guys choose WGU, TESU, UMPI, and schools that are more well known that you can graduate in like less than a year. So there are other schools you can do it too, but for the most part, there's like 3 to 5 schools that you can accomplish the school. University of the People is another one on the rise as well. So you would take ACE credits on a platform such as study.com. Study.com has the largest amount of courses on the web for ACE credit platforms. They are also the most well-known platform. They've been around about the longest, along with Straighterline. They've been around a very long time. I did classes on study.com all the way back, I think, in like 2020 or something like that. So they've been offering ACE credits for quite a few years, and many people have used study.com to graduate college in about a year. Because I know most of the people who watch me are not 18 years old. Most of the people who watch me are between the ages of 22 to like 43, like usually in that range, although some younger, some older. But a lot of people that watch me are in that age range and they're looking to change their life. A lot of people that watch me are, struggling financially. A lot of you are trying to change your career and you want help. You want help. Like, hey, how do I get a college degree? How do I do this way faster than 4 years? How do I change my job? How do I get savings? Because I'm not here just to teach you guys to get a college degree. I want you to be successful. I want you to be financially successful. And you can do that by going to college, getting a degree, and then changing your career. So we're going to dive into study.com's website. I'm going to go over partner schools. I'm going to show you how the process all works and what exactly are ACE credits. Here's study.com's courses. You can check them all out, everything that they have. And most of these will transfer into their partner schools. So we can't really check out too much of a preview, but overall, most of them come with these little animated videos that you can watch, and those are pretty fun. I personally like to skip straight to the quizzes or straight to the chapter tests, because I believe in most of these courses, you can actually skip the quizzes now, and you only have to do the chapter test. So it makes things much easier and much faster. So the syllabus here for this one, for example, you have one assignment, chapter test 100, and then final exam 100. So they're all 33% of your grade. So for example, if you got 100 on the assignment and 100 on the chapter test, that means you would only need about 55 to 60% on the final, which is not too bad. But overall, you might just get like 90% on the assignment, and then you would probably need like 65% on the final, which is still not that scary. Overall, the classes are pretty fun. They're not as time consuming as they were before, because before you had to do a bunch of quizzes on study.com. So we'll check out the partner schools, which we can check out, I believe, on their homepage. There we go, partner schools. So here you would choose a partner school. Most of you choose Western Governors University. A lot of you choose TESU. I have degrees from both. My bachelor's is from TESU. I have a bachelor degree in computer science from TESU. And I have a master's in software engineering and AI engineering from Western Governors University. So these schools, there's lots of schools on here, and they add more schools all the time. So the schools that I would recommend, you can check out CSU Global, but they did raise their tuition like a year and a half ago, which I was not too much of a fan of, because they raised it quite a bit. But you do get a 10% discount if you basically transfer in study.com courses, which is really cool. Let's see. Grand Canyon's a good school. I believe they just recently went nonprofit again. At least that's what somebody told me from Grand Canyon, as somebody from Grand Canyon did reach out to me. Let's see. Liberty University is a good school. But the thing is, with Liberty and Grand Canyon, though, you can't really hack the degrees. It's just going to shave like a year to a year and a half off your time, but you can't get it done in like a year, because Grand Canyon only allows 30 ACE credits to be transferred in, and I think Liberty has a 60 credit max, if I'm not exactly sure. Purdue Global is a good school that I need to cover. I still have not covered that school. And then Thomas Edison, WGU, University of the People, and UMPI. So they're all on the bottom half here. Those would be the 4 I would recommend, along with maybe SNHU, although I think an SNHU degree would take a little longer than the 4 I just mentioned. So overall, a lot of great partner schools. And you can go to my website, majormash.com. So at majormash.com, I have a bunch of spreadsheets you can download, and it'll show you exactly which study.com courses you need to transfer in. For example, we can click WGU, the new cloud and networking degree. I would advise you guys to download it so you can actually track your stuff. But here is the Google Sheet link. And there you go. It'll tell you exactly what study.com courses to transfer in. And then we have a 10% discount up here. And you would just click that link. And that would, once you click that link, it'll basically apply the discount. You would just click the banner at the top that says discount. And then you would make an account. So make sure you click this link actually before you make a study.com account. And this will basically guide you to making an account, and it'll automatically apply your discount at the checkout. You would have to check out when you click the link. If you click the link later, your discount might disappear. So the first time you click the link, you would check out right there and your discount would be applied. So study.com has a $95 plan, which is actually $4 cheaper than Sophia per month. And they also have a $235 plan. I've gone over this in previous videos. For the $235 plan, you will have courses that are not available on any other platform. And you'll need to take the $235 plan because these courses are only available on study.com. You'll have courses in there like computer architecture and pathophysiology for people in the nursing program and discrete math. Like there's a lot of courses that will be exclusive that you can only take them on study.com. So it's like you have to sign up there basically, unless you want to do it at the school themselves, which I wouldn't recommend doing a course like discrete math at the school. Because it's going to take up a lot of time. Unless you really want that challenge, then that's totally fine, and you can do that. But overall, I'm about preaching speed. I'm about preaching saving costs, and you save costs by doing your degree faster. So basically, you would probably need like a couple months of the $235 plan at least, and a couple months of the $95 plan at least as well. And then you could basically you'll spend for at least $600. You could spend up to $800, but overall, imagine getting anywhere from 60 to 90 college credits within a 4 to 5 month period. Yes, you can get 60 to 90 college credits, basically over half your bachelor degree done. If you want a full list of what courses are in the $95 plan and what courses are in the $235 plan, then please click the link in the description. There will be a link that shows you all the courses that are in the $95 plan. I'd recommend signing up for the $235 plan first, because if you do that, you'll get the 10% discount applied to the more expensive plan, and then you can always switch to the $95 plan later after a month, a couple months, whatever you want to do. Overall, study.com can save you tens of thousands of dollars in college tuition. From a school like WGU, it could save you probably around 4 terms, which still can be around $15,000. So paying almost $1,000 to save possibly $10,000 to $15,000 is quite worth it. And I would highly recommend it. I have followed this. Some other famous YouTubers have done this as well. And just a lot of people I know personally have done this too. So it's a great way to get a college degree. A lot of people are in the workforce right now after graduating from WGU and TESU. TESU's been around a little longer. So there's so many TESU grads at like FANG companies and all kinds of things. So I highly recommend these degrees. I highly recommend you guys get into the workforce and graduate college fast. Get that degree, qualify for the jobs, and get this done. I have a great video on WGU that I just released before this one too, and I'll show you, it kind of talks about how to do those courses fast too, and what you can kind of expect at WGU. And I'll go more in depth than that in a future video as well. But overall, WGU courses are at your own pace. And since they are at your own pace, you can do them fast. You can do a WGU course just like a study.com course, where you can do it like in a few days, depending on what the course is. TESU is a little different. It's not exactly at your own pace, But unlike other schools, TESU allows up to 114 credits to be transferred in. So technically you could transfer in up to 90 ACE credits. And if you had 24 credits from like a community college or a 4-year university laying around, you could transfer in those 24 credits and then only do 2 classes at the school. Yeah, you can have a college degree just by taking 2 classes at a university, which is pretty crazy. Because a lot of you dropped out with like 30 college credits or even 100 college credits. So I would highly recommend you finish that degree, and you could finish it with either TESU or study.com or a combination of both. And I would highly recommend you do that. I want you all to change your life. Okay, I lived paycheck to paycheck 10, 11, 12 years of my life, and I don't recommend it. Living paycheck to paycheck is extremely stressful. You never get to focus on anything else in your life. You're always worried about struggling. You're always worried about, putting food on the table. You can't do all the things you want. You can't do all the hobbies you want because you're constantly working. And I don't recommend that kind of life for you guys. So I really want you guys to get a college degree. I really want you guys to change your life. I really want you guys to, I know you guys can do this. I 100% know you can because I did it. And many other people have done it as well. Okay. I have a WGU Facebook group called WGU Degree Hacking. We all try to help each other out there. So if you guys want to join that group, I'd really appreciate it. And there's, it's growing. It's over 5,000 members. My website, majormatch.com, has a bunch of WGU transfer spreadsheets, TESU transfer spreadsheets, and all kinds of other transfer spreadsheets. So a lot of good stuff, a lot of free resources I have for you guys. So almost all my resources are free. I have an app called UniBoost as well. So it's an iOS app. You go to the App Store, download UniBoost, and it's just like spreadsheets. You click a degree you want to do, and it shows you all the ACE credit courses you need to transfer in, and then you could track everything as well. So thank you guys for watching the video. I really appreciate you. And don't forget, if you want 10% off study.com, to click the link in the description or click the link in one of my spreadsheets, and you'll get 10% off study.com your first month. So thank you so much. This is Alex. I got more videos coming this week. I've been on a little hiatus the past few weeks, but I'm going to get back to more video making. So thank you all for hanging in there. I really do appreciate it. And I would love to keep making videos and helping you guys out. So thank you so much. Take care.